All right. Very good morning, guys. Thank you all for joining. My name is Rajesh again. I'm the Senior Business Analyst for Zoho Middle East and Africa. We are here today to discuss on the topic Zoho One, and we'll see how Zoho One can help your organization and why we call it as the operating system for business. You can run pretty much everything with Zoho One, be it from sales, marketing, your e-commerce, your office suite, pretty much everything you can run it on Zoho One. Yeah, let's get started. So I'll just give you an overview of what Zoho is. So Zoho started back in 25 years back, and then we have 60 million users available globally. And we have our own data centers in 6 different locations. Yeah, that means your data stays with us. So we have our own data center in US, India, Europe, China, and Australia. Yeah. So whatever you store, right, as a business owner, so your data has to be secure. So that's the reason why we have invested in millions, of course, in having our own data center in place. And Zoho was one company who will not sell your data. You can be rest assured with that. And whatever data we sell, it will not be advertised as well. So we will not sell your data. We will not advertise on any of our platforms. Yeah, that's to give a bit of a background about Zoho. All right. So let's see why we call Zoho One as operating system for business. All right. So it is a unified platform wherein you can run all the 45 applications we have in a single platform. That means the integration at the backend is already done. Yeah, you don't have to integrate individually. That means whatever you've the customer list, whatever you have in CRM is already there in the bookkeeping solution, right? So there'll be no any duplication. So you don't have to invest a lot on integrating 2 applications. Yeah. So we have around 45 different applications in place, right? From marketing, sales, bookkeeping, project management, be it HR, we have pretty much everything. So Zoho runs on Zoho, right? So in the sense, you can run your entire business using all these 45 applications. You will not need a third-party software. So once you get Zoho One, you're done. So these are the list of domain which I've earlier mentioned. We are into marketing, sales, support, productivity, collaboration, finance, HR, and more. So these are the top applications we have in the suite of 45 applications. So right from CRM is one of our top products. So here is where you'll manage all your customers, and you can do account management, you can do lead nurturing. It's more of like an omni-channel platform wherein you can connect different channels, be it social media or website or chat. You can pretty much connect from different channels, and you can have a unified platform wherein you can integrate all the leads which are coming into the company in one place, right? So you don't have to refer to different platforms. Let's say you are running ads on Google, you're running ads on Instagram, you're running ads on Facebook. You don't have to log in separately, pull it as an Excel sheet, upload into one system and work on it. You just need one platform, which is CRM, Zoho CRM, and all the leads come in together, and it'll be assigned to a respective sales agent, and people can work on it. We'll get into the demo at the later stage. Let me just go through the apps, what it does one by one. So you'll have an holistic picture. All right. So analytics is our BI tool wherein you can get a unified report. Let's say there are 10 different apps you're working at. Not only Zoho, we integrate with third-party apps as well, like SAP, Oracle, etc. So once you have third-party applications as well, so as an owner of the company or as a manager of the company, you want to see a unified dashboard. Analytics is the app. Yeah. So you can get finance report, you can get marketing report, you can get sales report, you can get HR report, pretty much everything in unified dashboard. That's to do with analytics. Bookkeeping software, coming to the third software, is one of the top selling software, of course, in the Middle East. That's because of our VAT compliance, right? And it is FTA approved as well. Yeah. So that means on a button click, you can file for your VAT. You don't have to depend on your third-party auditor to do the VAT follow-up and the VAT filing. You can do it on your own. Yeah, that's how the system is designed. Apart from that, there's a basic inventory. You can keep stock of your items, and you can track the items also. So that is one part of books. And also you can raise invoices, you can raise sales orders, and also you can do the expense management. Expense management in the sense there will be petty cash within your company. You can manage all of that in a unified system. So when I talk about books, right, whatever customer you have in CRM, after you do the lead nurturing, you convert a particular lead into a contact, that is, he becomes your customer. A duplicate is created in Zoho Books automatically. So that's why Zoho One comes into place, and then it helps your business actually. So it will not just stop in CRM. So once you convert a lead into a contact, it creates a duplicate in Zoho Books as well. Yeah, you don't have to re-enter the data again. Yeah. So we have specific templates as well for bookkeeping application. You can design your own invoice. You can design your own purchase order. You can write workflows, and you can do with it. All right. So next comes the desk. Desk is something where you can manage all your customer-related complaints. It's a unified platform. It's a ticket where you can raise the tickets, and you can track the tickets, where the complaint is, everything. Pretty much everything you can manage in Zoho Desk. Yeah. All right. Coming to projects, this of course it lets you manage all the projects within the company, and then it allows you to set milestones. You can have your own task lists, and you can have a track of the whole project. Yeah. We also have a customer portal wherein your customer will also know how the project is going on within the company. This is totally up to you. If you want to share, you can share it with the customer. And comes the social. Social is a unified platform wherein you can log in your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of these accounts in one platform. That means you don't have to sign in into 3 or 4 different platforms to manage your social media handle. You just have to sign in to Zoho, and it will take you to Zoho Socials, and then wherein you can manage all the social media posts. You can schedule up to 1 year from now. Yeah, so that makes your life easier. All right. So when I say 1 year from now, let's say day after tomorrow, Eid is coming up, right? So today you're traveling, and you cannot post it on the Eid day. So you can do the posting now. You can schedule it for tomorrow, and you can take the flight. It'll be posted on the same time. Yeah. We also have artificial intelligence inbuilt, which I'll be talking about at a later stage. Yeah. Coming to Sales IQ. Sales IQ is a software which can integrate with your website. That means you can understand your website visitors. Yeah, how many people are visiting your website, and in what page they are in. What are the frequently visited pages? Yeah, and how many people are currently online on your website. In fact, you can even trigger a chat with the person who's sitting on a website right now. That's how powerful it is. Yeah. Coming to invoice, it works hand in hand with Zoho Books. So whatever you do, whatever sales order you have generated, or whatever estimate or quotation you have generated in Zoho Books, can be converted into invoice on a button click, and it can be sent to the customer right from the app. You don't have to download the PDF, attach it to the mailbox, and send it. All right. So it'll save a lot of time. You can just click on send button. The email ID is anyway tagged to the customer. An invoice will be sent to the customer, and you can also write workflows to remind the customer when the payment is due. So coming to Flow is nothing but it lets you connect with 2 or 3 different apps. Let's say you have a third-party application, and you want to connect with that application. It helps you to do that. And coming to campaigns is nothing but an email campaign. Yeah. So what it does is you can have a mailing list. You can manage like a number of mailing lists. You can depending on the plan what you've selected, and you can send email campaigns to your customers. In the sense, let's say you've attended an event. Let's say GITEX is a common event in the Middle East. You've attended GITEX, and you want to send an email. Let's say a campaign with a 10% off or 20% off for the customers or prospects who have visited GITEX and visited your booth. You can trigger an email only to that certain list of prospects. That's the reason why we have the mailing list in place. Yeah, you can design your own mailing template as well. So what it means is like it can also be dynamic. For example, Lulu in this region is using Zoho campaigns to promote whatever emails you're getting on your phone or email. It's through Zoho basically. So it's actually works in a dynamic manner. let's say you want to target someone in Abu Dhabi with 20% off, and you want to target someone in Dubai with 10% off. You can trigger it as a single email campaign. That means people who are in Abu Dhabi will get 20% off based on the geography, and people who are in Dubai will get 10% off. So it's just a single campaign. You don't have to develop two different campaigns. Just one example I'm giving you. You can work with two or three different iterations, but it comes to 10 different iterations. This dynamic campaign really helps you and saves a lot of time. All right, so we have three layers to Zoho. Yeah, let's look at the three different layers, and let's zoom into three different layers to understand a little bit more. All right, so we set the platform and we provide the service, and we have got the apps. In the sense, the platform what we have is completely customizable. Yeah, and it can be integrated with any other application. So it not only integrates with the application within Zoho, it also can integrate with third party applications. Like for example, you're using G Suite, you're using Outlook, you want to integrate with WhatsApp. Everything can be done, and we provide you with the REST APIs, and we have pre-built customizable extensions, and which can be integrated with different applications which are used frequently. All right. So in terms of customization, right? So Zoho One, as I said, it's a list of it's a suite of 45 different applications. One such application is Zoho Creator. So what it does is you can pretty much create your own application by yourself. You don't have to be a developer. In fact, 70% of the application created on Zoho Creator is created by people with zero programming knowledge. So in the sense, it's a no-code, low-code platform. It's just click and drag, right? So you can pretty much create any application that you want, which integrates with the rest of the application within Zoho and outside Zoho. Yeah. Let's say you want to create an application for visitor management within your company, right? You can have a tab at the reception. You can you can collect all the details of the visitor, and it can be connected back to the CRM, just in case. So this is one such example where what you can use Creator for. Yeah. So Laminar Air Conditioning Group, companies like Tesla are using a Zoho Creator for managing their procurement-related activities, sales-related activities. It's just an extension of what Zoho already provides. Let's say you want something which has to be tailor-made for your organization. Yeah, but it's not there as a part of the feature in Zoho because we cannot completely understand or completely tailor make it for a customer's requirement. A product which is available default can be customized according to a customer's requirement, right? So that's why we have kept Creator as an add-on, wherein you can add the application whatever is missing in your organization. Like for example, if something is some of the features which are within CRM or within books is missing, right? You can develop that in Creator, yeah, within a matter of, let's say, whatever you create as a new application in 6 months, right from the scratch, you can create in Creator. So using Zoho Creator in less than 2 months. That's how much time you will save. Yeah, that's over 60-70%. You save a lot of time by using Zoho Creator. Yeah, so it's like in whatever feature is missing on the existing Zoho application, right? So you can use Zoho Creator and you can add that. Yeah, so it pretty much speaks with other applications as well. So that's the use of Zoho Creator. Yeah. So remaining what are all the other apps? What we have? We have an integrator. We have a process creator. We have an extension creator as well. Yeah. All of this are hosted in the cloud. That means you don't require a server room, or you don't have to maintain your own server within the company. Yeah. So what are all the services we provide? We provide with artificial intelligence, which is AI. We have built our own AI software, which is called Ziha. We have business intelligence software, which provides you a unified dashboard. We have a messaging software. Yeah. So these are all the services, and of course, search icon. So these are all the services which we provide apart from the apps what we have, right? So this is I'll explain you in detail how it helps your organization. When you have a unified platform in place, you need all these solutions in order to work peacefully, in order to save time. Yeah. All right, so our AI actually helps you in with OCR, object detection, and then handwriting detection, and pretty much everything. Let's say you want to ask. Let's take a classic example of campaigns, right? You send an email campaign to 50 different people, and let's say I open it at 9 o'clock in the morning, and my friend opens it at 8 o'clock in the night. So our AI captures the data, the customer user behavior data. It captures the data and it'll tell you when exactly to send this person. Yeah. So for me, it'll send at let's say I'm opening it at 9 o'clock in the morning. It'll send at 8:55. For my friend, it'll send at 7:55 in the night because his habit is opening the emails at 8 o'clock in the night, right? So by this way, the email whatever you're sending will be on top of the mailing list. So chances of opening the email is more. So this is one such example where our AI comes into picture. There are many other things. This is one classic example which I gave you to understand better. So AI is implemented across Zoho platforms. It's not just built in one application. It is built all across Zoho. Let's take an example of CRM as well. CRM also, it will tell you when exactly is the right time to call the customer based on the user behavior. So based on that, you can call from the CRM and reach out to the customer or a prospect, let's say. All right, next comes the BI. All right, so it gives you a unified dashboard for your entire business. So when I say unified dashboard, let's say you're the owner of the company, and in the morning you want to see like a couple of reports before starting your day, right? So you don't have to open your laptop even. So all of our 45 plus applications, what we have has got a mobile app available by default. You just have to download Zoho applications, and you can view all the reports from the mobile itself. So it not only creates a unified dashboard, it also can connect with applications, a third-party application. Let's say you're having an Oracle finance system, which integrates with Zoho sales and marketing system. So, but you want a dashboard for finance and sales and marketing together. Of course, we can connect with Oracle and give you a unified dashboard. So that means we not only connect with applications within Zoho, but outside Zoho also we can connect and we can show you a unified dashboard. All right, so this is an example of a dashboard of a sales overview, but this is an overview of all dashboards. But if you go in detail, this is how it will look like. So you can actually select one particular component and you can view the details of it. All right, so this is an example of marketing overview again. So this will tell you the total number of leads which has come in, converted leads count. So 174 leads you have which has come in, and 162 have been converted, and the conversion rate is over 93%, etc. So yeah, so basically like it'll tell you it'll give you a holistic picture of how your marketing department is working. Yeah. And this is a financial overview, like I said. So it's not only restricted to one department, like in all departments can, the reports from all respective departments can be brought together and showed as a unified platform. All right. So this is an executive dashboard which you want to look on a daily basis. Yeah, your revenue, your sales this year, your projected revenue. This is something which the CRM comes into place. This helps you in building the pipeline of the company. This help you in projecting how your company will do in the coming years. Yeah? So that's the reason why we have the projected revenue in place. This will tell you what management decision you have to make 3 months down the line if you have to hire someone, or you have to expand your office, or you want to expand in a new area, a new market altogether. This will tell you whether to, this will give you, this is an added advantage for you to make a decision. Yeah. So all right, so this is how our AI works actually. So this is our inbuilt AI software. software which works across Zoho application. So if you ask something like, what are all the abandoned, let's say you are an e-commerce trader and you have an e-commerce website, Zoho Commerce in place, it'll exactly tell you in which state it is in, what is the abandoned cart percentage, and it will give you a bar chart wise report, etc. So it gives you pretty much everything. So this is how our artificial intelligence is inbuilt in across Zoho apps. Okay, let's come to messaging. Let's say we have a unified messaging platform called Zoho Click. What you can do with that is you can, and not only with Zoho Click, we have also developed a unified email platform where you can send emails to your prospects and customers. You can chat within your team. You can do audio call within your team, and you can do a video call as well as within your team. And you can also pretty much share the screen, and you can do a conferencing as well. So this is built across the apps. Let's say I'm in Zoho CRM. I have initiated a chat on Zoho CRM or Zoho Click. Zoho Click is like more like a WhatsApp in layman's terms, I would say. So it's like an internal WhatsApp. In WhatsApp, you register your account with your phone number. Here, you register with your email ID. That means people within the organization, right, who are all within the organization, will have access to Zoho Click. Yeah, Zoho Click is a unified messaging software built within the organization, wherein you can make audio calls and video calls. Let's say you have initiated a chat on Zoho Click, and now you are in Zoho CRM working on some other lead, but you will get a notification what message you're getting from Zoho Click in Zoho CRM. So that's how we have integrated the whole system. You don't have to stick to one window. From multiple windows, you can access the chat, and you can reply to it. Yeah, it not only restricts to the internal conversation, but if you are using Zoho Desk as a software, if you're chatting with the customer online, you move to different applications. From there also a pop-out will come wherein you can reply. Let's get into detail. Right. So like I mentioned, Click, this is Zoho Click. So this is where you will see the list of contacts over here, and you can create your own groups or channels in Click's terminology. And you can start chatting with them. You can once you click on the particular contact, you can also make a video call or audio call. So it allows you to share the screen as well. So once you're chatting with the person, you want to initiate an audio call, you'll just click here, and you can initiate an audio call or a video call. This works very well in the UAE. So if you want to make a VoIP call, or if you want to make a call from the WhatsApp, you cannot do it from the UAE. So, but in Zoho Click, you can very well connect with your colleagues with audio call and video call facility. Like I mentioned, you can also do video conferencing. You can also do web conferencing. You can join 2-3 people together, and you can start chatting with them within your company. Of course, you cannot add an external third party. You have to be a paid Zoho user for it. All right, so this is what I said. Like right now, you're in a mailbox. Yeah, this is a Zoho mail window. Right now in your mailbox, and you are chatting with someone on Zoho Click, and now you switch to Zoho Mail. Still, you'll get a pop out like this, right? Scott has said something, Ryan has said something, and you have got a message in a group. So all of this will be a pop up, and you can reply from here directly. You don't have to go to that particular application on the web. So it saves a lot of time actually, toggling between 2-3 different applications. All right, so this is the chat bar which I was talking about. So all of these are embedded in different apps. Like for example, this is in CRM, this is in Mailbox, this is in Zoho Desk, everything. So everything can be accessed. All the messaging tool can be accessed from all of our applications, or all of our important applications which you'll be using in common. All right, so next comes the search. So let's say you want to search someone, you're getting a call on the cloud telephony system, or you're getting a call, or somebody has emailed you, right? So you can actually do one search across your business. you can just type the email ID over there. It will tell you where all this email ID is present, whether he's an employee of yours, whether he's a contact of yours, or whether you've been transacting emails with him, right? So pretty much everything can be told in one search. So this will actually save a lot of time, especially when you're getting a call from the customer and you have like several customers in place. You don't have to go to the specific area to search for the customers list. You can just search in the universal search bar. It'll exactly tell you where the contact is placed, whether it's a contact or an employee or whatever it is. So whatever you have is placed as a unified search icon. All right, so this is where our artificial intelligence comes into place, right? So, for example, let's say I want to search someone from Zoho Click itself. I just have to click on this and then search across organization, search across Zoho. It'll tell you exactly where all this contact is placed. You don't have to search across different emails. So, from the email also, you can initiate the search. You don't have to copy paste. You don't have to copy paste this email ID and go to the search bar and search for it. You can just initiate the search from right from the email or click of wherever it is from within Zoho. All right, so let's move quickly into the services, the other services what we provide. So we like you heard of telephony system, yeah. So telephony system is nothing but let's say you have a cloud telephone system. It integrates with your support, sales, HR, and other applications. You get a call from a random number, and your customer service executive is answering that number. The system will tell you, right, whether he's an existing customer or whether he's a new customer, whether he is a prospect. You can actually attend calls and reply back to respond to missed calls right from Zoho CRM or Zoho Desk itself. That's where cloud telephony cloud comes into picture. We integrate with cloud telephony software across all our apps, not just with CRM, not just with support, but we integrate with all the other apps. That means we have built a phone bridge, right? So you don't have to separately integrate different applications. You just have to integrate your telephony system. For example, Ring Central, Twilio, based on whatever you're using, you have to integrate that with the phone bridge. And what happens next is it automatically integrates with all other apps, right? You can have multiple cloud telephony vendor, like Ring Central for sales, 1H for support, etc. So all of this can be integrated in phone bridge, and it will speak to 3 or 4 different apps. So your job is to just integrate with one software, and Zoho will take care of the rest. Right. So this will be useful for you just in case if you have to reply back to the customer, or you want to answer the customer by his name. Suppose if I am calling, right? If your customer service executive knows, he can call me by name. If there is a cloud telephony system in place, he can call you by name. Hi, so and so, how are you? So that gives you an impression of the company. So that's a whole idea of having the cloud telephony in place. Once it saves a lot of time. You by a button click you can save the number, and you can respond to business calls, missed calls. You can raise a ticket from a missed call, and you can assign it to an agent and have a sales agent to give them a call back, so that you will not miss out on any calls, and you will exactly know who is calling. All right, so these are we have built a marketplace for all our customers. They can make use of it. They can connect with any of the extension, whatever we have provided. Like I mentioned, we have 50 plus cloud telephone software we have integrated with. You can choose from any one. The commonly used is Ring Central, Twilio, etc. Yeah. By a button click, you can actually enable this phone bridge. You don't have to develop it altogether. You just have to enable this and log into your Ring Central account or any cloud telephony account, and it will be automatically bridged. So this is how you will make calls from a cloud telephony system. Like I mentioned, let's say you have a contact saved in your CRM system. You want to make a call. What you'll do is you'll take your mobile number or landline, look at the number and dial it, and then you speak to them. You cannot record the call. You cannot timestamp it, etc. Right? So when you click on call button over here, and when it's integrated telephone bridge, phone bridge, what it does is a call is triggered automatically from the CRM. That means you're calling from the CRM, but your caller ID will be something different. It will not show as if you're calling from the CRM, but you're technically calling from the CRM, right? So what it does is once you're on the call, you can record the call, you can store it for your future reference, and you can also put notes on it. So what you spoke on the call, yeah, for your future reference. So this will be very useful for the sales people who are making like 50 calls in a day. For people who are making like 30 calls in a day, if you're using this cloud telephony software integrated with Zoho CRM, they can probably do double the amount. Probably they can do 60 calls. Yeah, that's how is the projected value. So it saves half of your time because you're initiating the call right from the CRM. You're automatically the call time and date is recorded, so the employee will have records of it, and you can also update the notes for the CRM. You can also do follow up on the calls, right? So let's say you are calling a particular person on a certain day and time, and if he's asking you to call at a different date, you can also set reminders, and you can do contextual follow ups on the same. You can also set reminders. You can also set day and time on which he has to call, and your dashboard will tell you how many calls, how many tasks, how many meetings you have for the day. So you can plan the day accordingly. All right. So right now I'm in Zoho Desk. Like I mentioned, it is a ticket platform. It's a ticketing platform. It's a customer service portal wherein if there's any customer complaint, a ticket will be automatically raised, and sales agent, the customers, the support agents will be assigned to it, and they'll be working on it. So similar to that, like if you integrate with cloud telephony system, when someone is calling you, will exactly know them by their name, and you can search them in CRM, Recruit, which is a HR tool, or Desk, which is a customer support tool. Across the apps, you can search a particular contact. Yeah, it becomes easy for you. All right, so let's say a new prospect is calling your company, right? So it's coming from a random number, and it is not existing in in your contact list. That means it's a new prospect. It might be an inquiry call, or the same customer is calling for a different purpose. Let's take a scenario where a new inquiry is coming into your system, right? So a customer service agent is answering this call, and it looks like the customer is a new customer, and he's inquiring for something, one of your products. You can straight away create a new contact right from the cloud telephony system, right from the phone bridge here, create a new contact, and then the contact will be saved in Zoho CRM. Or if it is a new lead, it is a new lead, right? It's a new inquiry which is coming up. Yeah. If it is a new lead, then probably a new lead will be created. So we can write workflow rules to automatically assign a certain contact or a lead to the system. So this is what I had earlier mentioned. What you can pretty much do is like you can respond to the missed calls into the tickets. Like you can convert the missed calls and into tickets, and you can act upon it. Let's say it's a missed call from the existing customer, it can be raised as a ticket in a desk portal. If it is a missed call from a prospect, it can be assigned to a salesperson. So you will not miss out on any calls. Let's say you have only two people working in customer care and getting calls back to back. Missed calls will be recorded automatically in the system itself. So there's no way you will be investing a lot of money on paid campaigns like Google Ads, Facebook campaigns, Instagram. You will be investing a lot of money on the ads. Of course, you'll be giving a number on the ad, right, for prospects to reach out to you. If you miss out on any calls, right, it's a loss for you, right? So you've invested on ads, so you have to convert. You have to make maximum utilization of ads, whatever you've given. You have to respond to all of the calls, right? So in that case, you have to make use of technology, and the system which I just showed you will help you solve this issue. Whatever missed calls you get into the system can be automatically converted into tickets. You can respond back to the missed calls. Not many company will do this, right? Yeah. All right, so this is also useful in interviewing the candidates. If you want to, from a HR portal, if you are interviewing some of the candidates, you can initiate the call right from the HR module itself. You can accept calls. from across all our applications, whether you are in the email, whether you are in the CRM, whether you are in the bookkeeping application, or whether you are in pretty much everything. You can attend calls in pretty much all the applications what we have, and you can respond to it. So it's not just it'll when you log into the system, there's no way that you will miss out on a call. You can also do call logging and call reports as well. So you at the end of the month you can see how many calls you have attended, and from how many calls how many of them are converted actually into leads, etc. So this will actually give you help you in calculating the ROI on the ads whatever you have invested. All right. So right now, let's say you're using Google, right? Let's say Gmail, or Microsoft Outlook, or any other companies like Salesforce. You're managing them for your sales, etc. So what you can do is you can manage everything on single sign-on. So you don't have to log in separately into all these three different accounts, or any other account for that matter. You can just create an account within Zoho One, and once you log into Zoho One, you already have got access to Google or Microsoft. So the single sign-on we have introduced to ease the process and to save your time. Yeah. So we have we have combined all these apps, and we have left you integrate that with Zoho SSO. And then what it does is it supports 50 plus applications. So like this, you can add multiple apps within the same window, right? And you can add them. You can sign in for once, and then you can link it with Zoho. You don't have to sign in every time when you log in. So you just have to go to that app and use it. So we have taken immense time in developing this, and we have integrated with different service providers just to save time for the customers. All right. So once Gmail is synced, right, you can just directly do the multi-factor authentication also. So in terms of security, right, in Zoho we have multi-factor authentication. If you sign in with on your desktop, and if it is a new browser or something like that, depending on the settings whatever you have done, it will ask for verification on your mobile also. You can do it with Face ID or Touch ID or OTP. You can select from whichever you want. For example, for me, I have selected Face ID because I'm using an iPhone, and as soon as I log into my Zoho account online, so it triggers a notification on my mobile. So when I click on that notification, it scans my Face ID, and it lets me into the Zoho system. So that's how it's pretty much designed. So this is for the safety of the customers. We've designed this multi-factor authentication. This is completely up to you. If you want to enable it, you can enable it. If you want to disable it, you can disable it. So in Zoho One, we have admin dashboard. Like if you're the super admin of the company, we have a unified dashboard. So let's say you want to give access to CRM access to only 5 people. You want to give CRM access to only 10 people. You want to give books access to only 3 people. The super admin of the company will decide, right? So he will have a dashboard, the admin dashboard. So it will tell you the total number of users and the total apps that you're using and the total groups you're in. You can create a sales group and add CRM and campaigns to it, right? And it'll exactly tell you the signed in user data, like at what time I've signed in, what time your employees have signed in, and what times they've logged in, what times they've logged out. All these report can be pulled out from the admin panel. So it lets you manage the company remotely also, especially when they're working from home nowadays. All right. So Zoho also works on provisioning. So provisioning in the sense, like I mentioned, if you want to decide on the access, right? Let's say I want to use Zoho CRM, and I don't want my colleague to use Zoho CRM. So I am the super admin of the company. I can restrict him from accessing. So these type of provisioning not only is available in Zoho apps, but also in custom apps. Also, it can be available. So these are the basic the features, important features what we have apart from the regular things. Let's now jump into a quick demo. I'll demonstrate how Zoho CRM works, right? Before that, I would like to know how many of you are existing Zoho customers. If you can quickly respond to it, I'd appreciate your time. Thanks. That's great. So 70% of you who are attending this session are already existing customers of Zoho. I'm glad that you joined the session. Thanks for your time. Let me just dive into a quick demo, and probably I'll share with you my number and email ID at the end of the session. If you want a personalized consultation for your company, if you want to improve the services, like you're already existing customer, you want to develop more, you make use of more applications together. Because in this 45-minute session, I cannot cover all the apps, but let me try to cover CRM and books, for instance. And we have multiple webinars which are lined up in the coming weeks. We will try to cover all different apps. Like we have a team in UAE. If you want a personalized consultation, we can always arrange for you a demo, personalized demo. This is completely free of cost. We don't charge. Zoho will not charge you for any consultation as such for business consultation and everything. So we can arrange you for a customized demo, and we'll explain you how to use the app better, or what are all the apps that are available, which can be made use of. Please allow me a minute. Let me just share my screen. I hope it's visible. All right. This is a Zoho CRM. So right now, what you're seeing is the dashboard of Zoho CRM. Like you see, it can be completely customized according to customer's requirement. I'll explain you what CRM is. CRM lets you manage the leads which are coming in from different channels, and it will also helps you in managing the accounts which are already your existing customers. So it helps your customers to be happy. The salespeople can actually do account management, and they can also do lead nurturing. In the sense, uh, let's say you have different platforms that you want to connect, right? So these are the different platforms Zoho CRM can connect with. It can connect with a chat on your website. It can connect with a social media website. It can connect with any telephony system, like what we saw. It can also connect with your email. So in the sense, so whatever email sent and received from a particular lead or a contact, you will see it in one area. I'll take you to the lead journey. So let me explain you what a dashboard is. A dashboard is nothing but it is a customized dashboard wherein different users of your company can see different things what they want to make use of it, or they want to save time. Let's say, for example, let's say you have how many meetings for today, how many calls you want to make, etc. Everything can be pushed to the dashboard. Like, for example, as an owner of the company, I would like to see only the revenue and the total number of leads created, number of leads which are converted into a contact, right? These are all the things which I want to see. But as a sales representative, I want to see what are all the calls which I have to make today, how many meetings I've got today. So pretty much everything can be pushed to the dashboard and customized to the customer, and you can easily customize it from the customize button over here. Let us go through the journey. So you can pretty much add multiple modules to it. You can see sales by customer, product versus invoice amount, and then sales by users, etc. So you can do pretty much everything with the dashboard. Whatever you see in the CRM, you can push it as a report, and you can have it in the dashboard. Let's say I'm creating a lead. For instance, let's say a lead which is coming in from any website, or any Google ads, or any let's say social media channels will come automatically. Let's say you're getting a cold call. That means you're getting a call to your company, and the receptionist is answering it. So if she wants to add a new lead, into the system, she can create a new lead by clicking on create new lead button over here, and she can add the details of the lead. Let's say Snail is my name, and the company name is Wilco. Pretty much whatever lead information you want, you can capture it over here. For now, I'm adding only the basic information. The form, whatever you're seeing is here, can be completely customized. I'll come to that at a later stage, but it can be completely customized according to company's requirement. There are like 100 fields over here. If you just want 2 fields or 5 fields or 10 fields, however you want, you can customize it. Now that I've saved this lead will appear over here. Yeah. So now I'm clicking on this lead, right? Now this lead is a fresh lead which I've got through a cold call, right? So now the first thing what a salesperson will do is he will go and make a call to the lead. Right. So if it is integrated to cloud telephony software, like what I showed you on the presentation, you can directly call from here. Or if you're using any other, if you call the customer and he wants you to call you back after 10 minutes, or let's say after 2 days, you don't want to remember it manually, right? You schedule a call. You just select the time and date and schedule the call. So what it does is you can start. Just a second. You can set reminders to it so that you'll not miss out on the schedule. And you can select call start time and end time, and you can schedule it. So what it does is it'll exactly tell you, the system will tell you when you have to call this customer. And of course, you can push this to your dashboard, and on a day-to-day basis, you can see. Once you finish this, right, you mark it as a closed activity. Once you finish this call, right, you mark it as a closed activity, closed task. So what happens now? It will show in closed activities, and then system will not remind you. So you can set actually a workflow. If you have not closed an activity, which is supposed to close in 24 hours, if you have not closed it, system will exactly tell you what to do. Right. So this is pretty much everything you can do with lead management. I think we are running short of time. Let me just quickly brush through the other features, the lead journey, and I'll stop the session. All right. So you can add notes to it. You can tag a manager. You can tag a person to it, or you can just mention the role manager. Yeah, and then you can just mention the update the notes over here. Please send the code or something like that, and you can click on save. So a particular notes will be updated over here. You can also do attachments. If you have a project brochure or something which you have to attach, a scope document, whatever a lead has sent to you, if you want to attach it, and if you want to refer it at the later stage, you can also do that, right? So what you can do is you can just, once you create this lead, right, and you work on this particular lead, you have the unified system over here, wherein you have Zoho Socials, Zoho Survey, emails, everything linked together. For example, whatever emails you have sent and received will be synced over here. You can also respond to an email from Zoho CRM directly. You don't have to open your mailbox, copy paste the email and respond. You just have to click on send email from here, and email, you can write an email, or you can select from a template, pre-saved template, and it can be sent. All right. So now that you have worked on the lead, it's time to convert this lead into a contact. Once you click on the convert button, it will be automatically converted into a contact. So that's how quickly a lead is converted into a contact. So you don't have to re-enter all the details into contacts. You just have to click on the convert button, and it will be converted into a contact. Contact means he's now your customer. And the respective account name is created over here. Account name is nothing but the company name. Yeah. And you can also create a deal for this particular account, and you can build your company pipeline. In the sense, you will come to know what are all the deals which are under pipeline, whether it is under qualification stage, whether it is under negotiation stage, whether it is you've won the deal or you have lost the deal. So now here I can write a workflow for you. if a particular deal is updated as closed and lost, your salesperson has to mention the reason why it is lost, right? So based on that, it can be based on that, you can pull out a report. You can exactly come to know why you have lost the deal to a competitor. You can quickly do a SWOT analysis and look at the weaknesses of the company, and you can act upon it. Right. So I think it is time to close the session. So I'll meet you again shortly in the coming weeks. We'll send out to you an email regarding the same, and I'll share with you my contact details just in case if you want to take it down. Thank you very much for joining. I want to cover Nextdoor app, which I'll be covering it in the next webinar. And just in case if you want to come contact me, this is my number, this is my email. You can contact me anytime, and I can get on a call. I can schedule a demo session for you, which is customized for you. Yeah. All right. I'll give you a moment before you take down the number. Thank you again. Thank you again very much for joining. Thanks for taking your time out. Much appreciated. Thank you.